Hey everyone, and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex. In today's video, we have another Brooks preview with Tim. Tim, thank you so much for your time and hosting us here in Amsterdam on this training track close to the Olympic track. Tim, we have the Adrenaline 24 GTS here in our hands. GTS stands for Go To Support, and we're talking about stability off camera. Can you explain everything this shoe brings to the table, both in terms of stability, but in general for runners?
Yeah, of course. So Adrenaline 24, it's been a long time coming. So our last iterations of the Adrenaline all were pretty similar. We used the guide rail system that we have here on the camera as well, which also extends to the outside of the shoe. But this one really got a big update. So like what we saw with the Ghost 16, we updated the midsole to the DNA Loft V3, which is our supercritical nitrogen-infused foam. In addition to that, we also changed the guide rails of the shoe pretty much. So like, when you go to a softer foam, you really need to relook the stability elements of any shoe. So we had to really readjust the guide rails in the shoe as well. And in addition to the guide rails, we really wanted to improve the stability from all elements, right? So the platform of the shoe is going to be very stable. We're going to have the guide rails on the medial and lateral side as well. We will have the new outsole rubber in the shoe as well, where we really try to focus on the outsole, assisting also in the stability. But in addition to that, to really keep you on that platform, which is really stable, we really changed the upper. So in general, what you would see with a Brooks shoe is that we would have the Path logo, both medial and on the lateral side, but we really changed that with the new Adrenaline. So you will see like 3D elements within the upper that actually act as a stability factor to keep you locked down, keep you on that platform, to really make sure the stability of the shoe comes through to the entire ride of the shoe.
And Tim, you're mentioning various stability elements in this shoe, but Brooks also has more GTS shoes in its lineup. Can you maybe explain why the Adrenaline GTS sets itself apart from other GTS shoes that you may have?
This one probably follows the Glycerin 21 GTS pretty close, with the same midsole compound. Of course, the stack height is a bit lower, so that would change things up a bit. But also in Glycerin 21 GTS, we also redid the guide rails. We tried to focus on the outsole elements there as well. So I would say that the Adrenaline, what makes it unique within the lineup is it's really a very lightweight daily trainer. If you want to do long runs, you can do it in the shoe. If you want to pick up the pace slightly more, then you can also do that within this shoe. And the Adrenaline has been a staple for Brooks for a very, very long time. And one of the things that we always get as a sort of feedback point from consumers is that we don't change the fit, for example, of the shoe. The ride year over year, even if we improve the shoe, pretty much stays the same and consistent. And I would say that's the same for this new Adrenaline. So it will feel a bit softer, a bit lighter, a bit more poppy, but you would still get the Adrenaline experience with the shoe.
Obviously, with all the new modern elements brought to this shoe, the question will be, has the price point changed and what runners can expect from that perspective?
No, actually, the price point will stay exactly the same. So another thing that the consumer of Adrenaline will have, which is the same of the shoe. So the price point will stick at 150 euros.
You mentioned it's closer to the ground, but can you confirm the stack height, maybe the drop? And also a question that we can get sometimes is the insole removable? Sometimes people like to add stability to stability shoes with their own orthotics. So how does it work for this one?
Yeah, totally. So we are looking at a stack height of 35 in the heel and 23 millimeters in the forefoot for a 12 millimeter drop. And yes, you can take the sock liner out of the shoe. And again, that's also one of the things we also look at with our shoes. All of our shoes, you can get all the sock liners out of the shoes basically to really get a more personalized fit for the shoes.
This is a November release. Is there any specific date in November people can expect this shoe to launch?
We are looking initially at the 1st of November.
1st of November. Great. Tim, thank you so much for this preview. And if you want to see more Brooks previews on the channel, you can click here, upper left-hand corner, and you will have a full playlist with the newness coming from Brooks. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.